Hi, my name is Angela, and I want to go over updates to uh, my NLP project. As you can kind of tell, a lot of it's kind of cleaned up. I put the GOB model inside the GOB folder, and I also added in RAG data. And the RAG is basically used for collecting the most relevant documents, in this case paragraphs, based off the command. And this has 121 different paragraphs. And I hard coded the command just make it quick, like easier, so I have to type it all out. But if you run it, should run pretty quickly now. And boom, there's output. And the output is the regular normal NLP stuff. The token and the roles of each word and the intent. Generate the Jill. The web server's name is Jill. I guess the handler's name is Jill. So that seems a bit weird. But anyways, I'm guessing because it's the last object. If I had or last name maybe. I know Jim is a name as well. Anyways, it also the RAG selects the documents that are most relevant to that command. And so we'll talk about handlers and web servers and Jim and Jill and so on and so forth. Servers and handlers. Out of that 121 documents, it chose 16 of them. Maybe not as important as maybe they should, or less important than they should have been, maybe. But for the most part, it got it relatively well. So why would you have something like this, sorta? Well, the point sorta is that, let's say you wanted to create a program and you wanted to have a help command or something. Well, you can have it generate, depending upon what command is chosen, documentation or help commands or some kind of intent. So that this way, well, I mean, I suppose in a certain sense you could, well, it is using each part of it. So yeah. So I guess if you're going to split up commands, maybe this would describe each command that's set up, like generate web server, create handler, so on and so forth. As far as, I don't know, making it interactive or something, maybe you could always add an if statement or something, but having input as relevant documents, I think would be interesting. But so yeah, and that whole part of it is in RAG. Let me lower the terminal. And it's basically all of this. It's kind of straightforward stuff a little bit. That it's doing some math, as you can kind of tell, but then it's kind of going through searching for documents for the most relevant ones and finding similarities and so forth. It's just me learning RAG. Apparently it's been around for a while, and it was all from scratch with it, of course. You could think of, I still have to train a model with it, per se. Like, it's obviously able to take documents and sift through them. I need I need a model that saves, I guess you could say, the searches and then be able to kind of collect the ability to guess relevant documentation and maybe have it based off the intent. I don't know, but yeah, I just been working on that, and it still kind of prints out quite a bit of stuff, which I guess you don't entirely need, but I might whittle that down. Like this whole roles thing, you may not need as much, or semantic roles again, you may not be that important. NLP, that is important later on when you're doing new commands. I'm basically just working on like generate server and stuff. The RAG can actually be used for, let's say you're going to create something that generates multiple web servers or web servers that do different things. It wouldn't have to as much rely upon intent. Or I guess if you had the relevant documents based off the intent, it would make it pretty accurate. Because, you know, you may want to generate code that's based off some framework or whatever and have certain handlers or be based off of a subject or, you know, whatever it is, and being able to generate it without having to search or create search commands on it. It's pretty amazing, I think. So yeah, I still need to create the God file model for RAG, but whatever. Um, yeah, that's pretty much what I've been working on. And this part of it, this learning, was actually the gen server that normally would be generated inside one of my other projects, but I was going to have the relevant document read through the code. Maybe it would be a useful thing to have something that can read through uh, uh, repos and pull relevant information out of them. I think that would be pretty cool. But that's where the model training part of it would come into being. Um, or you could have it scrape websites, I guess, and have it be easily searchable with relevant content, right? Anyways, yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with that. Uh, yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, thank you.